I know. It's a really bad hair day, but that shouldn't stop anyone from making a really cool plant video. So it's not going to stop me right now. Okay, what do we have here? We have Tristaniopsis laurina. Used to be called Tristania laurina. It had a little cousin, actually a bigger cousin, called Tristania conferta, but just to confuse everybody, including me, they changed the name of that one to Lofstostamen conferta. I don't know. I can't keep up. You know what? It's so hard. But anyway, this is a fantastic tree, guys. It is native to Australia, all the way at the bottom of the world. Do you know that Australia is moving north 6 inches a year? Like every day. Every day it moves 1/365th of 6 inches. So, you know, if you feel dizzy down there, that's why. Yeah, this tree is a fantastic tree. It's a very slow growing tree. However, the books say it gets to 125 feet tall in habitat. Like that eucalyptus over there, that huge thing. See that Jeep for scale? That's a big eucalyptus, right? That tree is probably only about 60 feet. Like I've probably jumped off cliffs that high. So that would mean that Tristania has potential to get twice as tall as that, but I've never seen it. I've never seen a tree much larger, and this is about the biggest Tristania I've seen here in the San Francisco Bay Area. You can see it's a wonderful street tree, and now it stays really clean. It just doesn't drop much stuff. I mean, it's an evergreen, so it's always dropping a little bit. So there's a few leaves down here, but they're not very big like eucalyptus, or not like magnolias or anything. They're really small, so they just kind of blend right in, and they don't drop much anyway. But what are the features of the tree? It's evergreen, so that means it's going to look pretty all year. It gets beautiful, beautiful yellow flowers. These are the seed pods that are left over here. But right now, the date is September 15th. Fall is coming, summer's over. Almost, kind of, sort of. We have Indian summer here. Yeah, and you're left with these little berries. They seem to just they're kind of inconsequential. But the beauty of the tree, well, there's a lot of things to say about it. If you get in here, the stems themselves start out black. See, they're black. And you can see that? They're black. And then the black goes away, and then they're white. Then you get this beautiful bark texture comes on the tree. Kind of a little bit like a crepe myrtle, a little bit, peels off. And then you get this mottlation down here, and you can see how beautiful the coloration is in the tree where the sun's shining on it. It's pretty much grayish white. So the great thing about this tree is that it's called the Swamp Myrtle. It's called the river gum, I think. And that's because it grows next to these rivers and floodplains where the tree actually, supposedly if you go down there, these trees grow in a fashion that is in the directional to the water flow. See, they're really pliable, right? So apparently there's huge floods down there, and the water gets so high and it moves through the trees, and the trees can handle complete inundation. That's important because, you know, that means you can just totally flood this thing and it's not going to care. And here's the great part. It's Australia, right? What happens in Australia during the dry season? Really dry. This thing, you can flood it, you can dry it out, and it doesn't care. And you can even send 20 feet of water over it, and the only thing that'll happen is it'll grow like in the direction of the water flow, apparently. The water flow trains it, which I don't think that's ever happened in this particular site, but potentially it could, you know. Noah could come around, build another boat. You never know. So, but this is kind of like how big the tree usually gets here. And it's drought tolerant, it's frost tolerant. I've never seen these damaged in cold. They're probably hardy to at least 15 degrees. Never seen one damaged. There's another variety that is called Tristania laurina variety elegante. It gets a bigger leaf, so it looks even more tropical. And then the new leaves are red when they come out, so they're really pretty. There's no new leaves right now because it's kind of the end of the summer. And there you go. I used to use these all the time when I used to do these landscape designs for everybody back in the day. Right now, it's everything for me to just manage my nursery. I still do a little design, not too much. I used to install this too. I used to grow those trees. I don't really grow them, but I can get them for you. So there you go. One last thing is, some people say these are disruptive to hardscape. I disagree a little bit. I mean, here are the roots. They're growing laterally. Yes, that is true. But this tree's been here a long time. That's an old tree. That's 25 years old or so. I don't really see any, maybe the tiniest bit of deflection. I know this concrete is unreinforced. All these sidewalks are. Why they're unreinforced, I don't know, because they know they're going to plant trees here. If they reinforce them really well, they wouldn't move. This is just one big reinforced. These are like stepping stones, individual stepping stones. They're just ready to get moved around. But you can see it hasn't really caused too much trouble. They've got water meters here, sidewalk. So 25, 30 years later, this tree is not really causing a problem yet. So I think it's got a bad rap for being a disruptor of hardscape. Just, you know, if you're going to plant a tree next to hardscape, just build your hardscape tough, reinforce it, pour it a little thicker, no problem, right? There you go. Tristaniopsis laurina, Australia. Wonderful tree. Look it up. Look me up, Gary Gregg, True Plant Stories. Tristaniopsis laurina. I did a really cool article long ago on this tree. It's still on the web somewhere. See ya.